Welcome back to Experts of Very Little. My name is The Show. I will be bringing on my co-host here in just a minute, but I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I want to thank you guys for interacting with us on the social medias and all that. We got a nice episode today, and it's going to really revolve around these Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and these Saturday and Sunday and Monday football games, but mainly the incredible slate of football games that we have over this Thanksgiving holiday. We'll be talking about family. We're really going to dive into it and just kind of have a great time. And as usual, I would ask that you like, subscribe, share, reshare, and tune into us on the weekly episodes on the YouTube and the Spotify. And give us some love, give us some hate. It don't matter. We like it all. We'll comment to all of it. But we really appreciate you guys so much. And we're very thankful and very grateful for, and especially in this season of Thanksgiving, we're very grateful for you guys and everything that you are doing for us. If you are friends, if you are family, doesn't matter. We are very grateful for you. With that being said, we're going to bring on Stoney. How are you? Feeling really good about your football seasons right now?
Uh, Absolutely. I'm excited.
It's gonna be a good episode for you, man. OSU side and Dallas side and the Cardinals. All
Yes,
three of
sir.
your teams, man.
Yes, sir.
It's
Yeah,
gonna be good.
it's getting fun.
Yeah. Well, we'll dive into it here. Let's bring on Mos Knows. There he is. There's the legend
Yay.
Mos Knows. Man, put on the hoodie today. What, you a little chilly in there?
A
He's
little
cold.
chilly, a little chilly, a little chilly. That's the
Okay.
reason why it's a little chilly is the story behind that is I told my boys not to throw baseballs towards the house, and what do I do 10 minutes later? And it busts the window in the room that I'm in, so it is
This is
still
so
Stop it.
so typical.
This world,
so
man,
just
this world is so hard.
literally
So
just
hard.
got done telling, hey boys, don't throw baseballs towards the house. And then what do? I throw it, it sells, and
I don't expect anything less.
Yeah.
Honestly, like if you told
No,
me everything
no.
was intact, I wouldn't believe you.
so
What? God. I don't
Man.
even know what to say to you, man.
And how long ago did this happen?
oh, it's been a while, but it's still like I mean, there's still a window pane, so it's not.
Okay.
It used to be a double pane window. Now it's a single
Okay.
pane, so it gets a little bit chillier in this room than
Okay.
others.
Oh,
So,
I thought you
so
today.
I'm gonna break this down like I would if it was one of my kids that just did this. What was going through your head when you decided to throw the ball in this direction?
I was thinking, okay, there's no way it's going to sell out of my hands. I'm I wasn't even aiming at the window. I was aiming at the brick wall, like the hit to show my boys like, hey, if you hit, it's going to bounce back and hit you too hard. Ball sells. I knew it immediately as soon as I let go. I told the boys, don't tell your mom. But knowing kids, first thing they did as soon as their mom got home, Dad broke the window. Dad broke the window. So,
She was okay with it, I'm sure.
oh, I mean, she just called me an idiot. Just
Oh, I'm sure that's what she called
I
you.
love that happened. Not that I love that it happened though because it's very entertaining to me.
I wished I just could have seen it.
because it's one of those things. It's usually opposite way around where you tell your kids, "Hey, no," and then they do it, and you're like, "See, told you so." Well, then my kids could look at me and say, "Well, you told us not to do it, and you just did it. What do you mean?" I mean, what?
I remember doing that. Well, not something exactly similar, but I had it was like a BB gun. I think I got a BB gun. I can't remember how old I was, like 8 years old. And we had this old car that was out there by the dirt road at my house. And I don't know if we was trying to sell it or it was just a pops vehicle because you know how he loves to
Oh man.
hoard those things. It was just a car, and I don't know. I still remember this in my mind. I was shooting above it, and obviously I was missing above it, and so then I thought, well, I wonder how far how much lower I can get. You know, I kept shooting. I shot a couple more times, and then I thought, let's just see if it ricochets off this window. I remember thinking it's going to ricochet off the window. I'm talking panic. I still remember Sunday night. It was already evening. Daylight savings time's already happened, so it got dark at like 5:30. I remember my soul just left my body. I didn't know what I was going to do. I was panicked. So I ran into Mom. She was getting ready for church in the bathroom. I ran in there and it started bawling because in my mind I thought, how am I going to swing this? I'm going to act like I got hurt. I'm going to act like it was a rock that was thrown from the car. I'm not sure what I told her. I think I lied. I'm going to be honest with you. I think I lied about it. I think I said there was a rock that came flying from the car or something. But
And busted the wind.
it shattered it. Oh, shattered.
Oh, that's great.
Complete shatter. And now I think if that happened to me right now as a parent, oh my. I would.
I'm just telling you. I'd come unglued.
Outside of my body. I mean, I would be watching.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would be regretting what the guy down on the ground is doing while I'm hovering above him in the air. I'm just telling you. Would not be good.
That's so funny, man.
Golly.
Oh my gosh. Well, speaking of Thanksgiving, what are your guys' plans? Where y'all going? You staying home? I know Mosby. He goes to Timbuktu.
He'll be all over the country.
I got 4 scheduled, but I had to work for one on Saturday. So going to her grandparents on Thursday at 1:00, which I'll have to leave that one short because I got to come prepare for the one that we're hosting at my store on Sunday night. So I got to start cooking the chicken and noodles and chicken and dumplings for that. And then on Thursday night. Then on Friday at 2, we're going to my dad's and stepmom's. And then her mom is hosting one at 1:00 on Saturday. So I remember texting this to Ben last year after I had 5 of them last year. 5 of them might have been 4. I remember texting Ben on Sunday and said, my exact text said, I am so effing tired of food.
What size hoodie you wearing right there?
It's old 2X.
I'll find a 3X for you on Amazon real quick.
I can put the food down, but when it's the same stuff for 3 days straight, I mean, I love some chicken and noodles and dumplings and turkey, but by Sunday, I'm going to be so sick of it that I'm probably going to just want to drink water and just go on a water diet for about 3 days.
John, where are you going?
I've just got one scheduled. We'll be at Justin's on Thursday. So,
here's a really good question. Okay, and this is gonna be hard for Mosley because he has 38 Thanksgivings he has to go to. But typically, your main Thanksgiving, if you had to pick one of yours to be the main one, what is your ideal time to eat?
Oh, it's 2 or 3.
1 or 2.
I mean,
1 or 2.
Early afternoonish.
See, always growing up when we'd go to my grandma's, it was always 12 to 1:00. That's where we'd always.
At our house, we'll say we're going to eat at 1 or 2, but it's typically 2 to 3. Yeah. I mean, it's the latter part. But.
I was watching Brandon Walker today. Love him or hate him, I actually find him entertaining. And they asked him today, what time do you eat at your house? He said 11:30, not a minute after. He said, you guys are stupid. I know what happens. I have my plate at 11:30. You sit down, you watch the Lions game. You fall asleep. You wake back up at 2:30. You watch the Cowboys. You get your other plate of food. You fall asleep during the Cowboys game. You get back up. You have your third plate of food. I'm in my third plate before you guys are even in your first. I thought that's kind of funny. So 11:30 is real early, but I'm right there on par with you guys. It's usually like 2:00.
Yeah,
which makes it tough in the morning. Like I'm trying not to eat before I get there.
No, we're snacking throughout the day.
And then the
mom makes those cheese balls and all kinds of stuff.
The kids are always, oh, I'm hungry. And I saw a post on Facebook shared by our good friend Bette Morgan's wife. She put on there, it's like, mom's struggling on this break. Kids always asking when we're going to eat, and the post said, "You'll eat on Thursday," and that's about kind of how you got it. That's about how you got to get with the kids. It's like, you'll eat on Thursday. Don't worry about it.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, this next question, I'm going to start off with John. I'm going to have an answer for him at the beginning because I know salad will be on there. But what's your ideal plate?
Oh, I have turkey, ham, salad, roll, mashed potatoes, and gravy. That's it.
Salad, baby.
That's it, babe. And gonna have just what's that?
No,
Salad with a little bit of ranch.
No Chico stick. No Chico stick.
If somebody brought them, I'd eat them.
I don't.
What about a little penicillin?
I don't remember.
I'm always down for penicillin if I need it.
I can't remember if at Thanksgiving I've had salad at.
I say I don't think I've ever. I'm serious, John. I don't think, and I just had the conversation with one of my dads of one of my football dads, and he even messaged me tonight because he watched our Facebook video. Thank you for supporting. He even said, I don't ever remember ever having salad at any of our holiday dinners. And then I'm sitting there thinking, I'm talking to Tiana, and Tiana even says the same thing. There's never salad at any of our Christmas or Thanksgiving dinners.
I eat a salad with everything. I mean,
ever.
if we have a cookout, if we have a get together, whatever, it doesn't matter. There's a salad. I'm gonna eat it.
I like salad. I'm not saying I don't. It's just
no. That's what at almost every get together they're gonna have salad because I'm gonna eat a salad.
The only time there's a salad on the menu anytime we go out is when we go out to eat at a restaurant.
Hey, when I call you for lunch, what do I get?
I mean, don't let
salad.
Him, guys, don't let him lie to you. He calls me to try to sweet talk me and say he misses me and everything.
Yeah, okay.
So, John, show him our screen, our background. You've got proof of it. Show him our background since I'm talking to my phone.
Oh yeah.
So
what?
So you said what was your plate again, John?
He said turkey, ham.
Turkey, ham. I get a salad, roll, mashed potatoes, and gravy.
Oh my Lord!
Look at that. Just the love in the air
there. Mosby, ideal plate.
Oh boy. Okay, so you got time for this one? Okay.
Dear God.
Okay. So clearly, John, this is a massive plate. This is why I get so sick of food by Sunday. Okay. So
portions.
Okay, so if my ultimate plate, because not every Thanksgiving I go has this, but I'm going to say everything. I'm going to say build my ultimate plate by saying the one place I go has this. We got some chicken and noodles or chicken and dumplings. Go hand in hand. Okay, we got some broccoli rice, cheese casserole. Boom. Okay, we got some sweet potatoes. Boom. We got some mac and cheese. We got some mashed potatoes. We got some turkey. We got some ham. Depending on the stuffing. Depending on what kind of stuffing it is, we got stuffing. Okay. And then we got gravy all over everything besides the sweet potatoes. I'm probably going to mix that gravy a little bit in with the chicken and noodles. I'm going to use the chicken and noodles as gravy. Okay. And then we're going to throw in some pumpkin pie and some banana nut bread.
God dang. How do you?
I'm taking chocolate pie and pecan pie, but there you can keep the pumpkin and
I buy pumpkin pies throughout the year and just eat them by themselves. No rhyme or reason. I'm just eating it. Like I've always seen that thing. It's like I just woke up today and realized that I can go get a birthday cake anytime I want, and my parents can't tell me no. That's me with pumpkin pies. All randomly, like, you know what? I can go buy a pumpkin pie. No one can tell me no, and I'll go buy it.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, John. I ain't doing no pumpkin pie.
Nah, man. That smell is disgusting.
All right. Ham. A little bit of turkey. I'm more on the ham though. Mashed potatoes with chicken and dumplings on top of the mashed potatoes. That's what I do there. Then I'll get a roll, just a little bit of stuffing, not a lot, just a little bit of stuffing. From there, I can venture off. I'm definitely getting a big old, huge spoonful of broccoli cheese casserole. I mean, that's the best side. And then this is very dependent on who makes the mac and cheese. I said this last time because sometimes people try to get too cute with the mac and cheese, and they're garbage. They're garbage at it. But if you make good mac and cheese, I will do it. And then for dessert, I do the mint chocolate cookies that me and Rachel make. And then if there's anything chocolate, I'm just a big chocolate lover. But that's basically my ideal plate, which I don't
So
go.
what type? No, go
What?
ahead, finish.
Go ahead.
What type of rolls do you guys prefer? Because like I'm kind of decided because my stepmom's bought Texas Roadhouse rolls,
Oh,
but
I'm killing those.
I just bought 4 bags of the Hawaiian
Hawaiian
rolls.
rolls.
Wine rolls
Yes,
is it,
Dun,
right?
dun,
So the
that's a
wine rolls
success.
is a must, but those
I think
Texas Roadhouse rolls are. I mean, you give me
I
that
s-
butter. I
I
mean,
I still think it's going to be hard to beat the Hawaiian rolls. The
Oh,
Hawaiian rolls just
I
that's
perfect with these meals.
I'll go
yes.
in my pantry and pick off a Hawaiian roll and just eat it.
Just eat it. Yeah.
They're just sweet. They're just beautiful.
The number one,
well,
the number
good.
one question should be this: when we're talking turkey, is it white meat or dark meat?
Dark meat,
Ooh.
dark,
Oh, it's white meat all day long.
and then I'll eat the turkey leg. I'll eat the big old turkeys.
Because what I'll eat
turkey leg.
I eat the white meat on Thursday when I'm just eating just my plate. And I'll
Baked
use a lot
or
of that.
deep fried?
To me, it don't matter because then I'll use that dark meat and everything.
I've
I'll
never,
make turkey
I've never,
sandwiches.
I've never had deep fried, but I've heard it's the best. But
Oh,
I'm
it's
glad you
good.
said that, John. Best thing with the turkey is later on the turkey sandwiches.
Mayonnaise and turkey
Put
sandwich.
a little bit of mayo on it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Sometimes
boy.
melt a little cheese on it. It's
Man,
good.
there's nothing better. I mean,
And
because you've done
here,
8 at about
here's
2 or
hey,
3,
I'm
5 or
gonna,
6.
I'm gonna
That's what you're
hold.
eating.
I want to give you a meal to make, okay? With your leftover turkey. If you got a whole thing of leftover Hawaiian rolls, cut the Hawaiian rolls in half, put that turkey in it, put it in the oven. You got little mini turkey sliders, baby. Put some mayo on those.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, it's all fine and dandy. I'm gonna speed you up a little bit to Black Friday because I have probably found the absolute greatest Black Friday gift or Black Friday item that I've ever seen in my entire life of living. And I just saw it. It is a 65-inch flat screen Kraft mac and cheese Black Friday box for 1937, boys. I think there's 65 boxes.
Oh my lord!
65
Uh,
boxes of
Where is
Kraft
this?
mac and cheese
At
at
Walmart?
Walmart. At Walmart. It drops at midnight on Friday. You don't think that's not a good stinking deal? I
Hey,
said, I told Rachel,
watch and see if I don't
that's
get
what
that off
I
the app. I'm
said.
telling you.
That's what I said. I told Rachel that. She goes,
oh,
"What
dude.
would we do with all that?" I'm like, "What do you mean?
You
I could go
eat
sell
it.
that for $2 a box."
I'll put
It
it in the
ain't going
pantry and
bad.
I'll eat it.
I don't think it. I don't think it goes bad.
Is this not the
Hey,
greatest
those
idea
dates are
ever?
nothing but sell by dates anyway. It's not an expiration. Just
This
sell
is the
by.
greatest thing I've ever seen. Look, I want you to look right there on the right side there. You can see the boxes fitting inside this massive, looking like a TV. This is the greatest thing I've ever seen. I'm just
Uh,
telling you.
It's a lot of mac and cheese, baby.
Can
I-
you imagine walking out with
But
This is the mac and cheese
but
I will absolutely
but
shred.
about your next 10 Thanksgiving's provided right here.
dude, 1937. What is do the math on that, John?
What's that?
65 boxes divided by $19.37.
I mean, that's
Ooh, that's
let's see.
30 cents a box?
30. I should say 30 cents a box. About 30 cents a box.
Yeah, exactly. 30
Are
cents a
you
box.
kidding me? They're like, what are they, $1.50 right now?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. This is the best deal in Black Friday history.
Hands
You
down.
can't even tell me otherwise.
Listen, we've got 18 people living here, it seems like right now, which is fine. With Kenneth and Olivia and then me, Sam, and everybody. Dude, this is easy. Late nights, games, Sundays, chilling, need a
I-
quick. I mean, this is it. This is it. It's almost as easy as making ramen noodles.
Dude, and the blue box is,
The
you
best.
could make me blue box. I'm golden.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm golden blue box. I mean, I can add sausages to that. I can add hot dogs to that.
Hot
I can add
sausage.
chicken nuggets to that. I can add it. Don't matter.
Hamburger, baby. Favorite thing to do is add some hamburger to it. Oh my
It's
gosh.
hamburger helper at that point.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
in.
I'm telling you, this is
That
the
is
greatest
my
deal I've ever seen.
Mac and cheese is one of my favorite things to make with hamburger. Mix it together. I'm telling you, that's one of my favorite meals. And my kids love it too. Oh, it's so good.
Oh yeah.
I can't even. I still can't. I'm just looking at the box and cannot believe it's real.
I'm
Like it's
telling
the
you,
real thing.
growing up as a
That-
kid, and mom would make the blue box Kraft macaroni and cut up some hot dogs and throw in it. The best way to put a little bit of ketchup on. You don't want to put a whole lot because it's overpowering, but you put a little bit of ketchup, mix it up.
I'm not
Nothing
in
better.
on the I'm not in
I'm
on
just
the
telling you,
ketchup on the mac and
nothing
cheese.
better.
Because I know people love it. I know people like putting ketchup on the scrambled eggs. I am not like
Ketchup
I
and
gotta be in
mustard.
the I gotta be in the mood to use ketchup even with my French fries. I would prefer to use ranch with my French fries and hamburger than ketchup.
No way.
My dad, when he would make chili, he would put ketchup in his chili
Mm-hmm.
and mix it in.
Well, I'm probably gonna try that because we don't question pops.
I know, right? You do not question Bob. That sugar
Dr.
and that
Pepper.
coffee, boy.
That's like say, as soon as you wake up, that Dr. Pepper, sugar, and that orange juice, everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hold on now. The pops put sugar in orange
Oh,
juice?
absolutely. He says,
Yes,
you
but
just gotta try it. Takes the tart
but
away.
John, that's what six say. It takes the tanginess away, and I understand now that I'm older. When I first saw it with Ben, I'm like, "What is this fool doing?" But now that I'm older, and when I eat stuff that is too tangy, it will burn my tongue. I understand what he's doing because you sweeten it down, and it takes the tanginess away.
That's the best thing about orange juice.
Well,
For me,
Yeah.
not only hold on, I like the tanginess, but pulp. The tanginess and the pulp are the best things about the orange juice. And if you put sugar in it, it's just weird.
So are you a Sunny D person, or are you a different type of orange juice?
No, I mean I'm not a Sunny D guy. I like the
so
mint
you're a
maid.
texture eater
Mhm.
and drinker.
Oh, 100%.
You like sauerkraut and weenies?
Nope.
Yeah.
Because
It's just like pulp. It's like pulp.
Well,
Yeah,
no. So here's the
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
It's with me, it's scent and texture. Like if it smells bad, I can't. I mean, I can't. I'm gagging. I can't eat it.
And this might be an unpopular. I do not understand how anybody eats sauerkraut and weenies.
I
Cannot. Oh,
love
They were
it.
eating it at
you
work the
love
other
them?
day.
Oh my
I
lord!
love it. Mix it with the
Oh
mashed
lord!
potatoes, those Bob Evans mashed
Oh,
potatoes.
oh man, I'm about
Oh
to
my
throw up
God.
right now.
Dude,
Oh,
it's
telling
so
you.
I mix
The
it in, and when
scent makes
you
my
eat it,
stomach turn.
the sauerkraut.
I
you
remember,
stuck
I
it-
remember, I remember growing up. My dad used to make it, and I used to be thinking, I'd rather go outside and eat grass right now. Just oh my god, I can't stand it.
That's me with beets. I think beets are basically eating dirt.
Yeah, that. So there was I was on somebody's live stream earlier. I think I was watching one of these guys here do some breaks, and somebody said something about beets because they were talking about their favorite side or whatever. And I said, you might as well go out and eat a spoon of dirt at that point. Save your money. Don't go buy beets. Just eat dirt.
One thing I can't do, but I can do it if it's dry and cooked in lasagna. I can do not do the wet spinach. I don't even want to touch it. Don't even want it even in my house. Like I remember a guy used to bring it to us, open the can to put it on his pizza. I would start throwing up. I would almost throw up. I'd have to have
Oh, the
someone else do
scent
it.
is disgusting.
I couldn't even do it. Like, oh my god, like why is anybody eating this? I mean, there's just
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna pivot here a little bit. I want you guys to one has to stay out of JJ McCarthy, Jamarcus Russell, Zach Wilson, and Ryan Leaf. Who's your franchise quarterback?
I'm gonna go JJ McCarthy.
Yeah, I mean,
Just
if we're
because
going off,
because it
yeah, it's got to be JJ. Now, if we're going off pure potential and talent, I mean, arm strength and everything taken into it, it's got to be Jamarcus. But obviously, he doesn't have the work ethic.
I heard he was terrible in the film room too.
he was watching. I was like, say he's watching those blank tapes and coming back, and
yeah,
I think JJ McCarthy. I think he should have. It should have been a Jordan Love approach where he stayed under someone for about 3 or 4 years because he was still such a raw talent coming out of college. He had that injury last year. He's already had some injuries this year. He's bad right now. He is. It's bad, and I feel bad for Justin Jefferson because that Minnesota team has talent, but I just think it's too early to try to give up on him. I mean, like, Jamarcus Russell was just awful. Ryan Leaf. I mean, think it was just his attitude, and I think, and again, he had a little bit of substance abuse
issues, yeah.
issues, but I just think he kind of was on the wrong team. The
Mhm.
Chargers at that time were
Horrible.
a hot mess, and then
Mhm.
Zach Wilson, cool. You can throw it far when you're on the run. Other than that, can you read the defense? Can you make the more accurate throws?
Mhm.
I mean, like very rarely do you see in today's game where they're on the roll and throwing it 60 yards. You'll see it every now and then, and it's great. But awesome that you can do that. But that's a very minimal part of being a quarterback.
He
I
he
just
also
Yep.
he also plays way above his age.
Ben, we're talking about
mhm,
football here.
Oh,
mhm,
Yeah,
excuse me.
we're talking
Sorry.
about football.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no, I think that I'm
40 and
going to
above, I
side
think.
with Mosby here on this
Um,
McCarthy deal because I think, man, if the Vikings could have, I would have probably signed and kept Sam Darnold for another year or two. Whether he's the guy to help, bring him up or not, nobody knows. But Sam with Kevin McConnell and in that offense was doing good things. So it didn't make sense for me to get rid of him so soon
Well, it
and
made
throw
sense
this
on the
kid out
money
there.
wise because
On the money
made
wise, yeah.
sense on because Sam won the big contract and they're like, we got a rookie guy on a rookie deal. We're not going to go ahead and pay another quarterback. And another thing with Ryan Leaf that I think's overlooked is he was compared to Manning all the time.
Oh
Like
yeah.
I don't care what it is. Like I mean, like if you're compared side by side to someone and what they do, and you're like, oh well, they Manning did this today. What Leaf like I just don't think he could handle the pressure. I don't think he just was mentally. I mean,
Ryan Leaf,
mentally there.
1998, first season, started 9 games, 45.3 completion rating, 1,289 yards, 2 touchdowns, 15 interceptions, 39 passer rating.
No, Lord,
That's solid.
that is real good.
I
That's
think the de facto answer here would be JJ McCarthy, but
that.
Yeah.
we don't know what to. Yeah, we're expecting him to he'll get better. We think. And Jamarcus Russell, I mean, probably should be the answer, but golly, he was just
He
over,
was
kind of
not. He
overweight. He
was.
wasn't good
I
in the film.
I think he was overhyped. I think
Yeah.
Jamarcus Russell way overhyped. And in this day and age in the NFL, if Ryan Leaf was in this day and age, and maybe Jamarcus Russell, because you see guys getting second chances like Baker Mayfield, uh, Sam Darnold, and a couple of these other ones. Maybe JJ McCarthy may not work out in Minnesota, but let's say he goes on to another team with better system and he pans out. I mean,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I mean I feel like there's more patience with quarterbacks now and there's a overall higher reach trend of using these quarterbacks than it was back in the day. Like Ryan Leaf was done. He's not getting touched. I mean, like
Yeah. This next thing I'm going to pull up, I want you to really think this through because we're talking about current teams. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this up and pull this question up, and then we're going to pull up the standings, the current standings, to give you a little bit more context to go off of. But I want you to read this first. I'll read it so the Spotify listeners can hear it. Without saying a quarterback, pick any player in NFL history to add to their team's current roster, which means any player that the Cowboys have ever had, that player can go on there. And this person says, I'll start Aaron Donald on the Rams, is what this person said. Okay. Now, hold your thoughts because I'm going to pull up the standings now. You guys get the game?
yeah,
Okay. You get the game. So let's go over here and I'm going to pull this up and I'm going to do this. And we're going to come right here. I'm going to pull this up. We're going to go right down the line. So the New England Patriots, remember, you can't say quarterback either. To make this team better, who are you picking? Franchise history.
Randy Moss.
Yeah. I would probably agree with that.
I might go Gronk.
Yeah.
I'm going to go
I
Gronk.
mean, that'd be a good one.
Buffalo Bills.
Thurman Thomas.
Or
you can go maybe
because
Bruce
you got
Smith.
James Cook. I was gonna go Andre Reed because that's one thing that they're struggling with right now is the outside receiver.
I'm going Bruce Smith. Miami Dolphins.
Ooh, that is
Zach Thomas,
Jason Taylor.
Taylor, yeah.
Oh gosh. Yeah. I mean, I probably have to go in that direction as well. I'll go. Either one of those are really solid. I'll say Jason Taylor. New York Jets.
Oh.
They need a lot. Can't say quarterback.
Darrelle Revis.
Keyshawn Johnson. A little bit of attitude, a little bit of grit, leadership.
Yeah. I would have to go with somebody on defense as well. I'll go Revis. Although they just
They
have
had
Sauce.
sauce. I mean,
Yeah, they had
yeah.
Sauce and didn't matter. But who was some of their defensive linemen and linebackers in the history of the Jets?
Was that Bart? You had Bart Scott there for a little bit. I thought.
Bart Scott.
I mean, he was solid back then. Goodness gracious, I'm drawing a blank now.
I don't really. I mean,
Yeah, you had Ty Law. Yeah, yeah.
You could say Curtis Martin. I mean,
but you got Brees Hall. That's
It wasn't great. I even pulled it up here on Gronk, and it's I mean that's kind of crazy. That's kind of wild. So I'm gonna stick with Revis. Let's go Baltimore Ravens.
Ray Lewis.
I'm going Ed Reed.
Oh
Ed
my God, they're both
freaking
so
Reed.
Yeah,
Ed Reed.
and their secondary is so bad.
That's the whole reason why I'd go Ed Reed is because their secondary is awful.
I gotta go Ray Lewis though. It makes more sense to go Ed Reed. I'm just gonna go Ray Lewis because I want to see him come out of the tunnel and I want to see him he's just a friggin' animal. Pittsburgh Steelers.
Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm gonna go healthy Antonio Brown.
See, I mean, I can't do it. I can't do it. If I'm going to go wide receiver, I'm going Hines Ward.
Over Antonio Brown?
Yes, because he offered more than just running down the field and catching the ball.
Man.
I'm sorry.
Just because longevity, but you don't think Antonio Brown was better than Hines Ward?
Antonio Brown was better than Hines Ward. Yes,
he was a lot faster and he got down the field and caught the ball. Okay, cool. But
Plaxico Burst was better than Hines Ward.
I'm not grabbing a guy that's 8 feet tall to go down and again head top people. I'm grabbing somebody to build around. One, he's going to offer me a good receiver, whether it be inside or outside. It didn't matter.
Cool. You got DK Metcalf to do this. This is what you're adding to their current roster.
This dude was,
and they need a playmaker outside.
A stud when it came to run blocking, getting out ahead of his running back, blocking down the field. It didn't matter. This dude was taking heads off.
I got my offensive line to do that. I need a playmaker on that side. Give me AB, or you could say Le'Veon Bell.
I am going to go in the other direction. I'm going to either say Mean Joe Green or Jack Lambert.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you got James Harrison, you got Joey Porter, you got
Troy Polamalu.
Rod Woodson, I believe, was on their team for a minute.
I don't know which direction I want to go here. If I want that middle linebacker Lambert, if I want Mean Joe Green right there in the middle, because that'd be, I mean, TJ Watt's already a cheat code, and then you put him in there to take up some of that pressure. I'm going to go Mean Joe Green just because I know you got to win in the trenches, and the more I can stack there, we'll see what happens. The Cincinnati Bengals.
Their Hall of Fame offensive lineman Anthony Munoz.
Yeah, you can go Munoz. I mean, obviously, that's one of their biggest.
That's the biggest thing they need.
So
protect that quarterback.
Yep. Yeah, I would probably. I'd agree with Anthony Munoz.
We'll stick there, even though their defense is atrocious. Who have they had on defense that are? And by the way, I have been saying my entire life until somebody called me out on TikTok. I've been saying the Bengals.
The Bengals.
It's the Bengals. Bengals.
We
I've been
said
saying
Bengals.
I've been saying the Bengals my entire life. Is that not wild? Somebody called me out, and I'm like, oh my god, it is Ben. No, Bengals. I've been saying the Bengals.
Bengals.
Isn't that
Bengals.
nuts?
It don't sound right saying it that way.
I
Bengals.
know. That's what
Whoever it is, stick to being an English teacher and let us say whatever.
Yeah, right. All right, so we'll do the offensive line. Cleveland Browns.
Ooh man, I think you see? I think Ozzie Newsome, did he play for them before they became the Baltimore Ravens? Because they weren't at Cleveland Browns for a while, and they really haven't had anything special on offense since they came back. And with their defense they got now, they need offense. So I'm thinking of outside help. Like, I mean,
Well, I'm de facto going Joe Thomas,
Yeah, I mean,
but that you're right. They
but
probably
their
need.
defense is solid now. Offensive line's could
They're
always
just in
use some help.
trouble no matter what. It doesn't matter if you can't pick quarterback. And
do you
which
know? Do you know?
falling
Do you,
door anyway.
I,
here's a weird stat about the Browns that I just discovered this week. Do you know Kevin Stefanski's been the coach of the year twice already?
Wow.
I mean, so does he stick around with Cleveland, or does maybe he wants to go? Yeah, Ozzie Newsome played for the Browns. I'd
You
pick
say
him, but
Ozzie Newsome. Who do you say, John?
Ozzie.
that's what I'm thinking because I mean they got a solid defense. And Joe Thomas is it's a good pick, but I mean when I'm looking at their wide receivers, I might go a healthy Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah.
He was a beast.
Yeah.
Indianapolis Colts.
Oof.
Who? Marshall Falk? Oh, sorry. No. I'm changing
They
it.
got Taylor back.
Red.
Who'd you talk about?
Hold on. We got the running back that was supposed to run for 180 yards this last week, but got shut down. So you can keep him, but I'll probably go Reggie Wayne.
Oh man, Marvin Harrison.
Marvin
Yeah.
Harrison, Reggie Wayne. They've had some good ones.
Dallas
Marshall
Clark.
Falk was
Either of
solid.
those three were
Dwight
solid.
Freeney.
But I'm
Bob Sanders. Bob Sanders
probably
was.
if he could have stayed healthy,
Bob Sanders.
He might be one of the.
it would
He
have been
might be one of the best
phenomenal.
defensive players ever. Yes.
Yes. I'm going to go with Marvin Harrison on that one. That's a tough one.
Robert
Between him and
Mathis.
Reggie.
Robert Mathis. I mean, Edgerrin James. I mean, Jeff
Yeah.
Saturday. They've had some good ones through there.
Mhm.
I would go Marvin Harrison. The Jaguars.
The Jaguars. I'm going.
Tony Baselli.
That's it. That's who I was going to go.
That's it.
I was going to say Tony Baselli's a stud. Yes.
Hey, when he the one with the huge neck pad?
Big old knee braces.
Yes.
Dude
Yep.
was a machine. Looked like a freaking ice box walking out there.
This next one's going to be easy for me, the Texans.
Well, I mean, the good news
Andre
is you
Johnson.
can't say Deshaun
JJ
Watson.
Andre Johnson.
JJ.
I'm going off what they need more now because this is the current team.
That's what I'm.
They got the number one ranked defense in the NFL. So, and they just sacked Josh Allen 8 times, but their offense is keeping them. If they had a very good offense, they could be the best. They could be the best team in the NFL. I'd go Andre Johnson. You got to have that game changer on outside with the defense they currently have.
Or Arian Foster.
That's what I was fixing to say. You could get Andre Johnson or Arian Foster for me.
Remember that?
Oh,
I'm still going JJ Watt. I know they need offense, but you can tell me they give up 182 points against, and you can make it even better. I mean, shoot, I'm just going to go JJ Watt because Titans need a lot. Where are we going here?
Javon Curse,
Eddie George,
Derrick Henry,
Eddie George.
Oh, I loved Eddie George, man. He was a tough running bull, man.
Pride of the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Yeah, I'd probably go. They just need so much. I mean, I'll go Eddie George too. The Broncos, the 9-2 Broncos. John,
Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, I would agree with Sharp.
I would go Terrell Davis.
Yeah. Prime TDs. Tough to
He was a
argue.
stud. This one.
Although on defense, you could go, Romanowski. Couldn't you go Romanowski? You could go
Lynch.
Aqib Talib.
Yeah.
Keep the lead.
What,
He's the first.
who was the safety? Who was the safety?
Lynch.
John Lynch, Steve Atwater, Akeem Talib is the first one that noticed Mahomes is going to be a problem.
Yeah. So, what's funny watching the Broncos, we'll get more into it later, but the white corner they got,
Riley Moss.
He's good, but God, is a pass interference that full will at least 3 of
He'll
them
get
game.
physical.
So what that tells me is that they are teaching, which is not a bad strategy if you know that your defense can hold them. Get the penalty instead of giving up the touchdown.
Yeah.
Don't give up the touchdown. Let's give the penalty.
The Chargers. What do they need?
LaDainian Tomlinson.
LaDainian Tomlinson.
Yeah, it's hard to argue against that. I would go. I'm almost a Junior Seau.
Oh my God, he's a stud, bro.
I'm gonna say Junior Seau. Assuming that that Hampton came back. But the Chiefs.
God,
you should know more than anybody, Mosby.
I want to hear what you guys say to see if you guys are thinking where I'm thinking.
I'm going Derek Thomas.
Yeah.
Derek Thomas. Okay. Priest Holmes.
Oh, yeah. That's a really good answer.
Priest
Holmes. Jamal Charles. I might go Jamal Charles.
Jamal Charles is another one.
Dang, Jamal Charles was so
I would Larry Johnson.
Oh,
no, not over Jamal Charles and Priest Holmes.
Larry Johnson was a stud.
He was, but I mean, Priest Holmes and Jamal Charles. I think Jamal Charles still holds the NFL record for most yardage per carry in NFL history.
If you gave Mahomes a Priest Holmes or Jamal
Charles. Oh Lord.
Any one of those two that we mentioned, if he just had
you could go Eric Berry too. You could say Tony. You could go Tony Gonzalez and run a double tight end set.
Oh my gosh! And pull out the Patriots. I'm going to stick with Derek Thomas just because I said it, but I probably would go Jamal Charles, even though Priest Holmes was freaking phenomenal too. They've had some really good sneaking running backs.
Best 3-year period for any running back in history.
Raiders. They need a lot. Where are we going?
The Raiders. Oh man.
Right now,
Jerry Rice.
Yeah, I was going to say Jerry Rice too.
I mean, you could even say Randy Moss. I mean, either one of those two, you're golden.
Oh gosh, that's funny. Bo Jackson, even though I think
Bo Jackson, short term. You say Marcus Allen. I mean,
Howie Long.
Mm-hmm.
Howie Long's a good one.
All right,
Romanowski also played for them too.
Yeah, he did.
Bill Romanowski played for him. Yep.
Okay, we gotta make a decision. Who you
going? I'm going Jerry Rice.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with my Randy Moss.
Yeah, I mean, just because you got
so
to.
John? So John, are you saying Randy Moss is better overall than Jerry Rice?
I'm saying if anybody is going to be compared to it, it'll be Randy Moss.
I'll say Randy Moss too. Why not? No, you know what? Just for fun, I'll say Bo Jackson. The Eagles. What do they need?
Reggie White.
Reggie
White.
I'm a Red. Yeah, I'll go Reggie White for sure. You saying Brian Dawkins?
Defense.
Okay, he's gonna go Dawkins. The Cowboys. Who do the Cowboys need?
Charles Haley.
Yeah, I agree. After watching that documentary, I think so.
That dude was a psycho. Dude was a psycho.
I mean, you've had some dudes, but Haley, you gotta go Haley.
Absolutely.
Right now.
Randy White.
Okay. The Commanders.
Oh man, they've had a lot of good players in their history.
R.I.P. Sean Taylor.
I'm going Champ Bailey.
Oh my Champ Bailey was so good. Oh man, who am I gonna go here?
When they used to be the other team name, the best uniforms in NFL.
Absolutely, I
Not
loved.
even
100%.
close.
I used to take them
Th-
just because of their uniforms. I'd take them on Madden.
They need to go back to being the Redskins.
Yeah, I know. Come on. Yeah, I mean it's gonna be hard for me to not pick one of those defensive guys, but I'm gonna say Art Monk
Art Monk, yeah.
just because. The Giants.
Lawrence Taylor.
Oh yeah.
I was going to say, there's only one answer. It's LT, Lawrence
Well,
Taylor.
no, I mean, you could
Uh,
say
I'm
Strahan,
tell-
but I mean, it's LT all day.
I spent one day, and I think I sent you guys like 3 of them, but just watching videos on
He's the
LT.
best linebacker of all time.
Oh, he's the best defensive player maybe of all time. Like the dude is he's just a psychopath and just.
You know who
Oh,
I
man.
think is very comparable, but we didn't get to see his career play out?
Who's that?
Derek Thomas.
Derek Thomas. Yep,
very well
he died early. Yep.
Yeah, I mean he was on he had kind of the same similar play style.
He probably could have got another 30, 40 sacks. You never know, but you know.
Yeah, so LT.
God needed him more than NFL did.
Yeah. All right, Chicago Bears.
Mike Singletary.
Oh, good answer.
I want winners. You played to win a game. I want winners.
I'm
They've
gonna
had
go a little different here. Give me Devin Hester. Game changer on multiple sides. I'm in.
Go ahead and give me Walter Payton. You know,
And then hey, think
sweetness,
of Devin
burden.
Hester with this new kickoff. I'm just telling you.
Let's carry on. Okay, we don't have time for this. Come on, like what does he do? Like why week after week after week? This guy. I mean, I tell you.
I'm sorry, I don't have a one-track mind like
Hey,
you.
who was the stud returner for the Chiefs?
Dante Hall.
Yeah, Dante Hall should have been your answer.
Well, let's go back. I could say Dante Hall. Yeah, the human X factor.
I will say this: Hester was crazy, but that one return that Dante Hall did.
Against the Denver Broncos, went in the end zone, and then went off. I was like, "What are you doing?" My dad and mom were at the game, and I remember my dad saying like, the fans were yelling, "You're an idiot!" And then he broke loose, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, you're the best! You're the best!"
I thought, "What is this dude doing?" And he broke it.
There is a kickoff return for a touchdown in NFL history that is very disrespected, and I could say it, and nobody would even know. You want to see a different? You want to see a good one? Go watch Woody Dantzler's return against the 49ers.
I just saw him on Dancing with the Stars tonight.
All right, Green Bay Packers. Here we go.
Green Bay Packers.
Reggie White.
Yep. Reggie.
I'm gonna say Devontae Adams.
That's a good one. Good one.
They need a receiver that's going to take over.
You could say Sterling shot because before his injury, he was one of the best.
Yeah, he was a stud.
Yeah. He was a beast. Detroit Lions.
Barry Sanders.
You got Gibbs. That's kind of hard.
No, there was no comparison.
No, I'm just saying it because he's a good running back.
No, sorry. Changing it back. Megatron.
Mm-hmm.
Calvin Johnson.
Although they're both incredible. But I've got to go
somebody in the secondary or linebacker.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot of defensive name stars because they were so bad for so many years. And
you've got Joe Schmidt back in the 1950s. You've got Night Train Lane for 5 years.
Night Train Lane, the best nickname in NFL.
Yeah. Oh, Ndamukong Suh.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Ooh. I don't know where I want to go here. I'm gonna go.
Could you imagine?
Yeah.
Could you imagine Calvin Johnson and St. Brown? St. Brown in the slot, Calvin
be
Johnson on the
stupid.
outside.
Wouldn't be fair.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I agree with Ben. I'm gonna go Sue on that one.
All right, Minnesota Vikings.
Minnesota, Randy Moss.
John Randall.
Yeah, I don't knock it.
Randy Moss. So what I'm learning from this is there's about 3 players that tells you how good they are because you could pick them from multiple
Pick
teams.
up from all the teams. Yeah, it's hard to pick against Randy Moss in any situation. I'm gonna go Randy Moss as well. Chris Carter, I thought about, but Randy Moss is just better than Chris Carter. Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah.
There is
Man.
one running back that I love watching.
Michael
Ward done.
Mike Allstott
Ward.
was a stud, dude.
Stop. You are not
He
picking
would crack
him
some
over.
heads.
Oh Lord.
No,
I'm
I'm just saying.
I'm going.
I'm just
I'm
talking. I
going
love
Warren. I'm
watching
going
the
Warren.
videos
I'm
of him
going
just
Warren.
going over 'em.
I'm going Warren Sapp. Warren
Warren
Sapp.
Sapp. Yeah, I mean, or Simeon Rice.
Oh yeah, I'm going.
Eric Brooks.
I'm going Leroy Selman.
Okay,
Yeah. Oklahoma legend.
Yeah. Although
You follow Oklahoma. Yeah.
it's hard to go against that. The Carolina Panthers. What do they need right now?
Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Luke Kuechly.
That's absolutely my answer.
Julius Peppers.
Luke Kuechly.
We've had some pretty good play. I mean, in our short history, we've had some stuff. I mean, you could even say Josh Norman there for a minute.
Yeah.
Sam Mills. I mean,
Kevin Green played for us.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
He was and Jared Allen played for us for a year.
Yeah.
And then we had Chris Jenkins. That defense when we had Chris Jenkins and Rucker and Peppers. Oh my gosh,
they were nasty.
I would go Luke Kuechly just because he's my favorite linebacker of all time. He's just unbelievable. You know, he was the Peyton Manning on the defensive side, and that's why I liked him so much.
Mm-hmm.
The Atlanta Falcons.
Prime time.
Deion Sanders, yeah.
Yeah, I think you gotta go. You gotta go in that direction, I believe. New Orleans Saints.
Oh man.
Although Julio Jones
for the
nice
Falcons is a good one. New
All right,
Orleans Saints, man, because you can't pick the best player they've ever had.
Right.
It's a quarterback. I mean,
so
Joe Horn.
Yeah, I was sitting here trying to run down the list of receivers.
Mr. Cell Phone Celebration.
I always liked Marquise Colston, but he's not one of the. He was just solid. You know, he's a solid guy.
Yeah. Jimmy Graham.
Yeah, he was a beast.
They just need so much. You know, you could go defense, but I don't even know where to go. Yeah. I would probably have to go with a Jimmy Horn. If you went defense, man, I don't even know where you'd go there.
No, I mean you could pull in Sam Mills because he did play for him.
Yeah,
Marcus Lattimore.
Lattimore. I mean, the Honey Badger. I mean, I know he's more recent, but I mean, the dude was a stud safety for years.
Yeah, who'd you go, Mosby?
I went Jimmy Graham.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Jimmy Graham too.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
It is tough.
I said Joe.
Name we didn't even mention was Deuce McAllister.
Yeah, and you know what? We'd even think about going Tony Gonzalez for the Falcons.
Yeah.
All right, Los Angeles Rams.
Aaron Donald.
Yeah, and they're so freaking good now.
That would be scary good.
Aaron Donald. The Seahawks.
Seattle Seahawks. Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah. I like Sean Alexander too.
Oh, he was good.
Yeah.
I like Sean Alexander. You can even go back and say
Ricky Waters.
who's the dude that came from Tulsa?
Steve
Steve
Largent.
Largent.
Yeah. I mean, I'd probably go Brian Bosworth, to be honest with you.
Oh,
that fool's
man.
still getting up from that hit.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah, Marshawn Lynch. I'd go that. Oh, man. I don't know, guys. Richard Sherman.
He was good at that
Mhm.
in that time period. Well, Bobby Wagner.
Yeah.
I mean,
Man.
What's
Frank
it? The
Clark was
safety. Chancellor. Yeah.
Frank Clark was really good for him.
Oh, man.
Earl Thomas. I mean,
they were so good. Legion of Boom. I'd go Lynch. I'd go Lynch. The Niners. Jerry
Ronnie
Rice.
Lott.
One answer.
Ronnie
That's Jerry
Lott.
Rice.
Just because off their defense is so beat up, Ronnie Lott.
I
But
think
Jerry
the
Rice
receiving
is,
core is beat
I was
up
going to
too.
say the
Yeah.
receiving core. Hey, they might be short one here shortly.
I'd go,
Jerry Rice.
And then the Arizona Cardinals.
Bo.
Arizona Cardinals. I mean,
Larry
Larry
Fitzgerald.
Fitzgerald. Larry Fitzgerald's about the only. That's probably the only answer you got.
Edger and James. The running
Emmitt
back
Smith.
positions. Yeah, I mean,
Emmitt
the
Smith,
running back
yeah.
position's a little on the weak side.
Yeah. So I don't know. That was kind of fun.
Yeah.
And I mean, can you imagine who did we say for the Chiefs?
Priest Holmes.
Man, and then for the Cowboys, who did we say?
Charles Haley.
Yeah, I mean, both of them would absolutely help both teams pretty dramatically. So that's pretty awesome. We'll quickly touch base here in the MLB. We had a pretty big trade for the Cardinals. Sonny Gray's heading to the Boston Red Sox. We received the number 5 Boston prospect who fit into number 7 in our farm system. Brandon Clark is a left-handed pitcher, has a disgusting slider, but he's a little wild. And then Richard Fitz, aka Dick Fitz, right-handed pitcher. And we kicked.
That's Fitz with 2 T's, by the way.
We're kicking in $20 million. John, initial reaction.
I love the trade for us. We get rid of an aging 36-year-old pitcher that they're paying as an ace who, in the 2 years he's been with us, we've seen his ERA increase. Yes, we give $20 million right off the bat, but again, like I said, you get rid of a 36-year-old pitcher who's, only got a couple years left anyway. So, what I'm looking at now is obviously Heim Bloom coming in. He knows the farm system for Boston. I mean, he helped, recruit and draft those, scout and draft those guys. So he knows what they have there, which kind of even gets me a little more excited. So you bring in Brandon Clark, who I think is just a year or two away from he just had Tommy John. So he's coming back from injury, and man, it's going to help us because the one thing that we've lacked, you and I've talked about, is young arms.
So we're doing what we absolutely need to do. He's going to start getting rested. He's the older guy. Sonny Gray's not going to do anything for us. He's not going to put us over the hump.
No.
And him being older, what he does for the Red Sox, in fact, I've seen a lot of Red Sox fans on social media a little upset about this trade because they're like, well, it's just like whenever we got Kluber and he was older. They were talking about wanting to getting a number 2 starting pitcher in the rotation. And Gray can fit that, but as he gets older, his numbers are declining to more of probably a number 3 or number 4 starter. So, but he's still a really good pitcher. 201 strikeouts. He has the 4th best Ks to walks ratio in the entire league, fitting right above Paul Skeens. I'm not saying he's better than Paul Skeens. Don't get it twisted, but he's a great pitcher. He's a really good pitcher. He's just older. And so I'm really happy that we're moving on and we're going to end up trading Arenado. We've got a lot more pieces we're going to trade. I'm really, really excited about the Bloom era. I'm so excited to see this teardown.
This right here, Yeah, this trade right here gets me excited, even more excited to see what we are going to be offered or potentially get for a Brendan Donovan.
Yeah. Yeah, because they're talking Brendan Donovan's name like
I mean, there's 10 or 12 teams that's wanting Brendan Donovan.
you can see you later. I mean,
Yeah.
I love Donovan, but you are outside your mind if you think I'm sitting there saying we need to hold on to him if they're going to give us something crazy.
Well, I mean, I've seen the name of, I mean, the Boston Celtics, the Red Sox get Tolley. They're starting their pitching prospect
Yeah.
was one of the top prospects in MLB. They're saying that name had been tossed around.
Okay. Come on, bring it.
See ya.
And then there was another trade. It was Simeon for Brandon Nimmo, big league trade between the Rangers and the Mets. And they said that the Mets want to get better defensively, and Simeon's older, but he does get a little bit
Yeah,
better
he's
defensively.
got
And
a good
Nimmo's
glove.
kind of that guy he had
I saw
super excelled. But
saw projected lineup that the Rangers might try to bat Nemo first, lead off or whatever. I mean,
he's a great
they
on
went
base
from
guy.
Yeah.
they went from making it to the World Series to kind of dropping off the last couple of years.
Yeah. And yes, and speaking of dropping off, OSU Cowboys are winless in the Big 12 since November of 2023, even though they almost snuck a win out this weekend. I was so proud of them, even though I'm an OU fan, because you have nothing but to just feel sorry for them at this point. You don't hear a lot of OSU people talking on social media. It's crazy how that works.
I wonder why. Yeah. Why.
But I am very happy for them because John, we have
Oh man.
news. Let me before you give your points here. Eric
Yeah.
Morris of North Texas is getting
And I got
hired to OSU. And here's what he has done in his career before you guys continue on to talk about this. In 2010, 2011, he was the Houston offensive assistant in GA. 2012, he was the Washington State inside receivers coach. 2013, Texas Tech co-offensive coordinator with Mike Leach. 14 through 17, Texas Tech offensive coordinator. There's a guy named Patrick Mahomes, I think, that was the beneficiary of Eric Morris, or he was the beneficiary of Patrick Mahomes, you could say. But I say that because in 2018 to 2021, incarnate Word head coach Cam Ward was there. He goes over to Washington State to be the offensive coordinator, and Cam Ward follows him, right? And Cam Ward turns out to be the number one pick in the draft 2 years later. And then at North Texas, 2023 to 2025, he's been the head coach, and this year's ratings, number one in points per game with 46.3, number one in yards per game with 503.3, number two in passing per game with 322, and then 38th in the country in rushing with 181.3 yards. Boys, take it.
So if I'm OSU fans, like good hire, it's energy hire. But what I'm most excited about is the two players that he might be able to bring with him.
Oh, you already know.
Freshman quarterback and freshman running back.
And the running back, I believe, is from Shawnee, or he's from here in Oklahoma. I can't remember exactly what town he's at.
It's going to be interesting to show out because he's going to stay on and finish the year out with North Texas even after this next week because they have a chance to make the conference title game and stuff like that. May still have an outside shot to make the playoffs or whatever. Which I mean, but I don't a little shot of energy into the veins because I mean. I'm not an OSU fan, but some of these names that were thrown around, I thought would just be absolutely a non-factor hire like Zach Robinson in the beginning. Some of these other ones, I'm like, I just don't think it'd be good. I think you need to go OSU when they've been exciting and good. It's always been offense, and I think this is the right move.
This is one that obviously I've talked about him. You know, obviously Golish. There were some young guys that, even the Tulane guy. You know, there's been names that I've talked about from the beginning, and Morris was one of them. You know, it's one of those where, like I mentioned in a post earlier, you know, on Facebook earlier, I said, you know, not only am I excited about what he's going to bring as a coach, but I'm excited about Mestamaker possibly coming with him and the running back and everybody else that, you know, could potentially come. But the one thing that I'm seeing now is like Kewan Jones, his boy Caleb, is the rumors are is he might be leaning, maybe coming back and recommitting back to Oklahoma State now. I mean, there are several players that have even, decommitted and recommitted that are talking about opening up their commitment. So it takes a guy like this, give a little shot in the arm and bring some excitement back to the university that, listen, I'm not used to this whole losing thing that we're going through right now, and I don't want to do it again.
Caleb Hawkins is the running back's name. He is from
Yes.
Shawnee. He's from North Rock Creek High School.
Yep. And I think he's already over 1,000 yards for the season.
He's rushed for 1,000 yards and tying for the FBS.
19 touchdowns.
Yeah.
I think, 19 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So I saw a comment earlier on social media about somebody being worried about this being like a Les Miles type hire. And what they're thinking is, well, he'll only be here for a few years. Well, here's my argument to that. My counter argument is, okay, what if he is? What if he's here for 3 years and then he jumps over and goes to an SEC school or something? But in those 3 years, OSU goes from 1-10 or 1-11 to 9-3. Is that not benefit? I mean, I would be hyped no matter what, even if he's here for 3 years or if he's long term.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's going to be reality maybe for some of these Big 12 teams because, okay, Joey McGuire at Texas, I'm not even thinking SEC. Joey McGuire at Texas Tech, much longer he's going to do it because he's older? Well, this guy's coached at Texas Tech in the future. Texas Tech's got all that money behind him. But if I'm an OSU fan, if this guy comes in and he turns it around and goes 6-6 next year, and then 8-4, 9-3, or 10-2, has us competing, if he goes on, I'm giving him his farewell. Thank you for reviving us a little bit. But look at the staff he has. What if his offense is going? What offense coordinator you can hire? Which they did when Les Miles left. What'd they do? They hired his OC, Mike Gundy, blah blah blah. But I don't know if OSU is going to be a program. I don't even know if you're going to have programs anymore that have coaches stay for 20 plus years again, like Mike Gundy did. I mean, it's just the day and age of college football that, I mean, I think that's going to be a rarity that you see people staying like that. Dabo is, Nick Saban, and stuff like that. Just, I mean, where Mike Gundy is. So,
it obviously, because you guys had Stoops there in Norman for years, but it's nice to have that stability, to know who your coach is, to know what you're bringing to the table every single year. And I think, unfortunately, I think you're right with the money and all the money that's being tossed around to get these coaches to come to bigger schools and whatnot. I think that's kind of where we're leaning to. But another thing that hasn't really been talked about a whole lot is his defensive coordinators I guess he's coming with him to Oklahoma State, and North Texas defense isn't shabby at all. So there's a couple things to be excited about right now if you're an Oklahoma State fan, and this is a big time get right now for Oklahoma State, big time. I think if there was a better one that I'd be more excited about would be Golish, but
I don't know. I mean, I could argue against that. Like, if you're telling me you're getting to do with this high profile offense like this, that I mean, you've seen this time and time again. A team that's beat down, way down. An offensive coach can get you up to more wins quicker than a defensive
quicker
coach
than a
can.
defensive guy.
Right.
Yes.
So I'm just going to take this. I'd take this a year at a time, and if they go from 1-11 next year to 7-5, I'd be like, thank you. If he stays again, and he goes 9-3, and then he leaves, I'm going to be like, thank you so much, Eric Morris. You've got us back to where we're relevant. Now we can kind of get back into that, that path. The defensive coordinator's name is Skylar Cassidy, and their defensive ranks. 24.1 points per game, 63rd nationally, 166.5 opposing passing yards per game. That's sixth nationally. Now they get gashed on the run, 211.2, and then 5.4 opponent yards per play. So it's their run defense is kind of struggle. But I wouldn't even look at that, man. I would look at this guy going, he's bringing offense. We just need to score points right now. and we'll
Yep.
figure the other
Bring-
part out.
Bring excitement back. I mean,
That's what Gundy did. He whenever Les Miles kind of brought him up there where they were just mean, they were tough. Gundy then took that offense and really excelled. But when did they become really good? What'd they do?
Oh,
outscoring people.
run and gun. They
They
just
run
threw
and
the
gun.
ball
But then what did he
everywhere.
do on the defensive side? That's when he went and got, how
Then
long was
Knowles.
Knowles there?
Yeah, a couple years. He wasn't there very long.
But
And-
Jim
and
Knowles'
what-
defense was
Legit.
And what I'll
yeah.
say to that, Les Miles comment, maybe you should be thanking Les Miles because he cost OU a couple national championships.
and that ain't no
Oh,
crap.
that ain't no joke. I remember that.
Yeah. So that's exciting news for OSU. Here's your updated college football bracket. You have 12 seed Tulane versus 5 seed Texas Tech, 9 seed Notre Dame Fighting Irish facing the number 8 Oklahoma Sooners, 11 Miami Hurricanes versus number 6 Oregon Ducks, 10 Alabama Crimson Tide versus 7 Ole Miss Rebels. The 1 seed is Ohio State, 2 seed is Indiana, 3 seeds A&M. 4 seed is Georgia. Now, before I get your thoughts on this, right now OU is hosting, and if they beat, that's assuming they beat LSU, they're hosting a first round game, right? Now, I think the only way that this doesn't happen, if they have to go on the road, is if Alabama wins the SEC championship. If they win, A&M beats Texas, and then Alabama plays A&M and wins. I think they're going to. They're always. I don't think it's going to be. They're going to jump us, okay, and that's when we'll get pushed to an away game, in my opinion. But what are your guys' thoughts on this bracket?
Well, like you just said, Miami's not going to be there. I think Miami's going to be left out because I think SMU's got the inside track to go to the ACC title game against Virginia. So it's going to be Virginia or SMU. So neither one of those will host. I mean, Old Miss, if Lane leaves, are they going to punish him and give him a lower seed? So, Georgia and A&M, one of them's not going to be a top 4 seed. So does Texas Tech move in there and host? Indiana and Ohio State, one of them is not going to be a top 4 seed. So I could see OU moving up to elite, could move up to number 6 or something, depending on how they rank it, depending on how they view those conference championship games, which I know I talked to you, Ben, earlier. Is it better to be in an OU situation, an Oregon situation where you finish your year, if you can, 10-2 and not risk losing your conference championship game? Because what if Alabama gets to play in that conference championship game and they lose to A&M? They're 10-3. Are they still going to be in the bracket? Or are you going to have a team that is 10-2 behind them go up to them, jump them?
Ooh, I don't know. You think they would put BYU in over them?
I don't know. You could. Lane Kiffin said it best last year. He said, "It's like I would rather not risk. I'd rather not go to the conference championship and finish 10-2, 11-1, and take my chances that way than risk getting another loss later in the year. Because if OU wins next week, if Oregon wins next week, if Ole Miss wins on Thursday, Notre Dame and stuff, they're done. Their resume can't get any worse. Now, it can help OU's resume if Alabama wins and they can get a higher seed. Vice versa. But I think I'm in that boat. Unless you're sitting in a position like A&M or Indiana and Ohio State, and you're going in that conference championship game undefeated, I'd rather not make the conference championship and being 11-1 and 10-2 and sitting pretty as long as I'm not on that 10, 11, or 12 line. If I'm sitting 9 or above, because, if Texas wins against A&M, they'll be 9-3. Are they going to put Texas over a two-loss Oklahoma team? Maybe, but that would be a lot of teams that they'd have to jump because right now we're above Alabama because we beat them. So it's just I think OU, Oregon, Ole Miss, and even Notre Dame, I think they're sitting pretty as long as they win out because they're after this next week. There's no risk of them getting another loss.
If Indiana gets boat raced by Ohio State in the Big Ten championship, I think they would put Texas Tech in over Indiana. I think they drop the Indiana to number 5, in my opinion. But what do they do with Georgia? If Georgia doesn't play in the conference championship,
well, so say if Georgia doesn't play in the conference championship game, how did they put them at the 4 seed? Now Georgia's only lost 1 game
because they're Georgia, and that's just as well as I do. They're still SEC biased. it's going to be tough for me to say that they wouldn't put Georgia in at 4 over, say, an Oregon or a Texas Tech, because I mean that's going to be the one that draws them more money anyway.
You don't got to seed them by the conference championship. So maybe it'd be good for OU for Alabama to go to win the SEC title game, because maybe that bumps OU up to number 6 or number 7 and gets us a better matchup for the next round, because we beat Alabama at Alabama. Georgia didn't beat Alabama.
If we beat LSU, I think here's what I think's going to happen. I think we're going to end up the 9 seed. I think Ole Miss is going to be 8. I think we're going to go play Ole Miss again.
I think if Lane Kiffin leaves Ole Miss, they're going to punish Ole Miss, and they're going to push them down to maybe 10 or 11 seed. I don't think Ole Miss is going to host.
No.
If Lane Kiffin leaves,
is he going to leave? This is so weird to me.
I don't know, man.
Situation.
I don't know.
Weird.
The rumor of the offer that's being put together, it would be hard to turn down. 90.
I mean, right now, Ole Miss is a better job, but those resources. But here's the thing with LSU: we've heard it years and years and years. Is like the resources that they have there. Well, why did Nick Saban leave? Oh, I understand you went to the NFL. Okay, well then you had Les Miles and stuff like that. Les Miles, I mean, he did what he could, but like it just like you always hear about these resources. If you had those many resources, I feel like you should be more consistent. I feel like you should be what Alabama's been, what Notre Dame's and Georgia's been, what OU used to be in the 2000s and stuff like that, what Oregon is now. And they're not. They're like a 1 in every 4-year team. And I don't feel like if you have all those resources, like that you should be a 1 in 4-year team. And I mean, I forgot who I was listening to. It was on the radio or something. There's a show they said Lane can go to LSU and, maybe have a better chance to compete for a national championship, have more resources. But in 4 years, he could be gone and get rid of him. Or Lane can stay at Ole Miss and they name the field after him and they build a statue outside the stadium. And
that's why
they're comfortable with going 9-3 every now and then, but also having these years where they might go 11-1, 10-2, and always maybe having a chance for the playoff and stuff like that.
He fits so well with Ole Miss.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I mean, it's LSU, they have, like you said, all the resources. They've got the money, all the money in the world they could throw at these players. They've got the history. They've got it all. When you're talking about, a school that, a blue blood, I guess, if you want to call it.
I would not consider them one of the top 5 blue. I would not consider.
Well, I'm talking like blue bloods. I mean, if you're going to compare them, yeah. I mean, if you're going to compare a college to anything, LSU's got everything that you would want to compare that to. They've got everything that you're going to want as a coach. I think the problem is what we're running into right now. Not the coaches. It's more so the money and the recruits. You're bringing these high school kids in that are 4- and 5-star recruits because some gym.
Well, I don't think the high school recruiting is a big deal anymore.
But this is. Let me finish. So you're bringing in all these high school recruits. You're paying them this money, and then when they're coming in, you're not letting them play, and they're not getting to play because you're bringing in everybody from the transfer portal that you're paying all this money to, who either 1, don't pan out, or 2, gets hurt, and you've got these kids that hadn't gotten any reps. They've not gotten any practice. There's no development because they're either playing early and doing well, or they're not, and they're transferring out to smaller schools. This whole transfer portal, the NIL, it's killing college football. I don't care what anybody says. And I think with bigger schools like this, that's what you're seeing. Because even before the NIL, you could go back when Saban was at Alabama. You had Derrick Henry, you had Joshua Jacobs, you had Najee Harris, you had all these guys sitting there in the running back room. And heck, Josh Jacobs was a 1st-round draft pick, and he'd get 5 or 6 carries a game.
See, a job that's not even the most attractive. LSU's not even the most attractive job for Lane Kiffin. If I'm Lane Kiffin out there, you guys guess what job I'm thinking of?
I'm talking of Florida. I mean, Florida be one of
LSU or Penn State's the most attractive college job But that's not even the most attractive job that if I'm Lane and if they're interested, I'm thinking about.
NFL.
Maybe he wants to take another shot at the NFL with the old New York Giants. Because you got to remember, Lane knows the NFL because what was his dad for all those years?
Yeah.
He's a
I mean,
beast.
Monty was there forever.
Was
God,
one
I
of
love Monty.
was one of the best defensive coordinators ever. And Lane
He
went
knows
to the
Bart.
Raiders. He went to the Raiders. He left Tennessee to go to the Raiders. He wanted to be at the Raiders, and that that mess. So what if the Giants come calling, say, hey, we want to reunite you with Jackson Dart. That job is going to be so attractive for any coach. I know for the last so many years, people are like, oh, why would anybody want to take the Giants job? Why wouldn't anybody want to take the Giants job? You got Marique Neighbors. You got a really good
Bill
defensive
Carter.
line. You got
Brian
Jackson
Burns.
Dart. You got Cam Scatterbo. I mean, you drafted offensive linemen and some secondary players. You could be in contention very well next year if you do your roster, a couple roster pieces right. So if I'm Lane Kiffin, if the Giants are talking to him now saying, hey, we want you to maybe come take our job. I would, if Lane wants to make a change, that would be the type of change I'd go for.
My thing is if I'm the Giants, I'm making one phone call right now, and there's only one call I'm making. That's John Gruden, but that's just me.
I would, if I'm the Giants, I'm calling Lane Kiffin.
I think John Gruden's just over with. Like
I think it is.
I mean, here's it. I mean, to me, there's why. I mean, you've got the New York media. You've only got. There's not very many people's going to be able to handle that stuff and all the nonsense. But John Gruden, I mean, he's done well in the past. Obviously, he's a good coach, and this last stint, whatever.
If I'm the Giants, I got 3 people on my list, and I'm making them tell me no. First one's Lane Kiffin. Second one's Kevin Stefanski, the Browns coach, Kevin Stefanski. Third one's Kevin O'Connell, Minnesota's coach. I'm making every single one of them tell me.
There's one name that you didn't mention that I would probably add, and that's Joe Brady.
I'm not because of the offense.
He's going to get the call.
Look, that offense is not looking good right now in Buffalo, and that offense when he had his chance with the first time in a couple. When in Carolina and then LSU after Joe Burrow and them, I feel like Joe Brady to me, I feel like is getting credit because he's getting led by some elite quarterbacks. But when he hasn't had that elite quarterback, he's kind of fell flat on his face.
Yeah, well, speaking of elite quarterbacks, let's go over here to the NFL Pick'em, and holy cow, I did really good. I went 10-4. But I didn't do good as 12-2 as you lucky little punks did. And this first one cracks me up because he did this one just to spite.
Oh, 100%.
There's no way anybody picks Houston over friggin' Buffalo Bills.
They got the best defense in the NFL.
6-point favorite. 6-point favorite. He picks them because he don't like the Bills.
Buffalo
100%.
has been struggling.
He picked him because Josh Allen. That's it. He picked against Josh Allen.
But let's give him credit. He got it. So Houston, he's the only one who got that one. We all got the Bears right. We all got the Patriots right. We all got the Lions right, and the Packers and the Seahawks. Me and Mosby got the Chiefs correct. And just because it's the Chiefs, we gotta give it back to John here.
Hey, I've picked the Chiefs this year several times.
What Jonathan Taylor do? What John said last week that Jonathan Taylor was going to do?
Yeah. So Indianapolis, and then look at this next one. Baltimore, of course, it was the Jets, but guys, don't look now. But who's been back, Mosby?
Oh, the guy that says that the Ravens would be a playoff team without, but they didn't win a game without him. But since he's been back, they're back in the lead of the division. So just proves our point again that Lamar Jackson is more valuable than Josh Allen. Should have been the MVP last year, but John Stonebarger, folks, out of us 3, have said earlier in the year, and we can go back and find the clips and clip it, and said that the Ravens would be a playoff team without Lamar. Yeah, freaking right.
They're back leading their division right now, which is crazy. The Browns, you guys picked the Browns over the Raiders. I actually picked the Raiders because I thought Sanders is not going to do anything, and I got bit. Jacksonville and Arizona, I about snuck this one out, but they took a doo-doo in overtime. So you guys got that one as well. Me and Mosby both picked the Eagles. And you know what though, Mosley, watching Dallas win this game, how freaking lucky were they
Very
getting
slop,
all
very
turnovers,
sloppy game. Oh my god!
that the Eagle
Oh my
Barkley was
God.
fumbling? Really?
A lot of penalties too for the Eagles, I believe. It was just
Stupid. The Falcons. Me and John picked the Falcons. Mosley picked the Saints, and we all picked the Rams, and we all picked the Niners. I think we all got pretty close.
on the Falcons game. Got to eat crow on the Kirk Cousins because he played very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. So that brings up the playoff picture as it sits right now. And if it was played right now, it'd be the Bills at the 7 seed versus the Broncos at the 2, Jaguars 6, Colts 3, Chargers 5, and Ravens 4. And the bye would go to the Patriots. Wait, where are the Chiefs?
I'm going to go. Chiefs
Um,
aren't on it. They're the 8th best or 9th best team in AFC right now. So I'm
7.
going off this playoff picture. I'm going to go on a bold take. The Indianapolis Colts will not make the playoffs.
Oh. The Niners are the 7 seed versus the number 2 Eagles. Packers 6 versus the 3 Bears. That'd be a fun game. Seahawks 5 versus the Buccaneers 4, and the Rams at the 1 seed. And I don't see the Cowboys either.
They'll be
9th
there.
best team in the NFC.
It's interesting.
They
Still
will
below
be.
your Carolina. They're still below your Carolina Panthers.
Speaking of the Carolina Panthers, this one really cracks me up, and I won't tell you why. Because they just signed veteran linebacker and former Clemson standout Isaiah Simmons. And in 2020, the 2020 draft, I was pounding the table saying we need to draft Isaiah Simmons. And we took some chump right before him named Derek Brown. Now, Derek Brown was picked 7th overall, and Isaiah Simmons was picked 8th by the Arizona Cardinals. Boy, am I glad that I don't make the decisions in Carolina, because Derek Brown is, you could argue, is the best defensive tackle in the game. But Isaiah Simmons, this is so funny that we just signed him. Like, it's just like, oh, now we can get him. But yes, Mosby, I think there's a cold front coming to Dallas on Thursday, if I'm not mistaken.
White on white, baby.
There's a cold front coming to Dallas.
I see.
And it is the Kansas City Chiefs. Look at this graphic right here. The Kansas City Chiefs are coming to the Dallas Cowboys on Thanksgiving Day, 3:30 p.m. Central start time on CBS Sports. Man, have we been waiting for this matchup. We've got a very, very big Dallas Cowboys fan, not biased at all, versus a very, very big Kansas City Chiefs fan, not biased at all. Stoney's the Cowboy. Mos Knows is the Chief. Man, oh man, you guys got any starting comments before we go into this segment?
Oh Lord, I just
ready.
I
You think the belts were pulled out in the second half last week against the freaking Eagles? Get ready,
Tracy. I'm sorry that your Thanksgiving is going to be ruined.
Cowboys are 5-5-1. The Kansas City Chiefs are what, 6-5?
6-5.
6-5.
Man, this is going to be interesting. Now, if we dive a little deeper here, here's kind of the rankings on what we're looking at. Chiefs total yards 5th, 388.9. Cowboys 396.8 are 3rd. Passing yards, Cowboys 1st. Chiefs 2nd. Rushing yards, Chiefs 12th. Cowboys 12th. Chiefs 14th. Points, Cowboys 4th. Chiefs 9th. Third down percentage, Cowboys 6th, Chiefs 10th, which that's showing the Cowboys offense has been more efficient and better this year. That's a lot of garbage time. Garbage time. There's 2 sides to a football game. And let's look at these defensive ranks. Total yards, the Chiefs are 5th in the league. Cowboys 29th. Passing yards, 11th. Passing yards against, 11th in the league for the Chiefs, 30th for the Cowboys. Rushing yards against, 8th in the league for the Chiefs, 22nd for the Cowboys. Points against, 5th in the league for the Chiefs, 31st, 28.5 points given up for the Cowboys. And then third down percentage, look at this, 23rd in the league for the Chiefs, not real good. Dead last for the Dallas Cowboys. Thoughts?
Well, it just shows that, Dallas's defense is dog crap. And they are dark.
Was.
They are dark. Oh, no. Was? No, still is, John. Still is. They're not good.
Speak from facts and not
good.
opinions, and you'll look
Okay.
smarter.
I'm glad you said about facts. Ben, go ahead and bring up that next chart, because tell me what top 10 offense has Dallas beat. Go scroll down to the very bottom list. They just got done beating the Raiders and the Philadelphia Eagles, both ranked in the bottom 10 of total offense. So let's dig. That's digging deeper in this defense that Dallas is new and improved. The Raiders, I got my list here, are the third worst offense in the league. Worst offense in the league. They just put up 10 points against Cleveland Browns. That's the whole reason why I picked Cleveland over the Raiders, because the Raiders' offense is also. The Eagles' offense is horrible too, ranked 24th in the league. Not good, not a top offense. They have not beat one top 10 offense in the league. They beat the Giants, the Commanders, the Jets, the Eagles, and the Raiders. Okay? Not one top 10 team in total offense have they beat. And the last 2 weeks that you Cowboy fans and John wants to say, oh, speak facts or defense. We are speaking facts. They played against two horrible offenses. They have played against one top 15 offense in the whole league. And that's and against the Giants. Giants are ranked number 11 in the whole total offense. They have not beat anybody above the top 10 in total offense. Chiefs just beat the number 3 offense in the league. Or number 2 offense, I'm pretty sure. The Indianapolis Colts. They just beat the number 2 offense in the league in the Indianapolis Colts. Held them to 18 yards in the fourth quarter and overtime. Held Jonathan Taylor, who me and you picked last week to be the MVP. Well, the Chiefs just took him out of our MVP race because they shut his ass down. Okay? They beat the Detroit Lions, who St. Brown, Gibbs just ran for 200-something yards, had 50-something points in fantasy, right, Ben, or 63? Something like that. A lot of points. Amari St. Brown, shut them down or whatever.
It's almond raw. But okay.
So the Cowboys defense, and I'm glad that John thinks is approved, but they beat the freaking Raiders and they beat the Eagles, who offenses, these facts show it. This is for the whole year, not just off of last week, the whole year, are not good offenses.
So let me ask you this. Before the trade deadline, when we acquired Logan Wilson, Quinnen Williams, and we got the 4 guys back.
Me and Ben just talked about Logan Williams. Logan Wilson ain't even played. Two tackles. Good job, Logan Wilson. 2 tackles.
Listen,
good tackles. 2 tackles.
I gave you your time. Shut up. What did we do before the trade deadline and before we got those 4 guys back off injury? It didn't matter what offense that we played against. They absolutely shredded our defense. Guess what? Raiders didn't do that, and neither did Saquon Barkley, who is supposed to be a top 2, maybe 3 running back in the league. Guess what? 10 carries.
Saquon Barkley hasn't done it to anybody this year.
Yards. It doesn't matter. He's the top freaking 3 running back in the NFL. 10 carries, 22 yards. Guess what? Freaking A.J. Brown's supposed to be a top receiver. Guess what? Yeah, he had 100-something yards, but what else did he do after half? Barely anything. After the half, you had freaking.
Hold on. You're just going to try to argue your defense about a receiver that had put 100-something yards on you, and you want to argue that you did a good job?
Oh, my gosh. You'll see what I'm saying.
Oh, my gosh.
Shut up and let me finish. You'll see. And then guess what? Smith didn't have anything but the 141-yard catch against Carson that was in decent coverage. But after halftime, because what most people don't realize, we didn't have Siobhan Revel half the first half for whatever reason, I don't know. The second half, when Siobhan Revel started playing more downs than Reddy Stewart and Carson, the passing game was not there.
Was it not there? It wasn't there. So okay. So Jalen Hurts, the Jalen Hurts, well, they turned it over twice, John, which has a big factor. What you don't like to believe. You don't like to believe it's a big, and you didn't score.
We had 2.
What I'm getting about to say is a big factor on if the offense scores. What you don't like to say that when it comes to Dak throwing interceptions. Okay, so Jalen Hurts coming to this game had 179 yards, 183, 135 against the Giants, Green Bay, and Detroit. Okay, so your pass offense, defense, you were great. He had 289 yards, the second most passing yards he had all year. Don't sound like you shut him down.
How many of those were in the first half?
How many of those were in the first half? This is the one of the worst offenses in the NFL.
Because you can't answer my question.
It shows it. So it shows it.
How many passing yards did he have at halftime?
Eagles average 303 yards a game. They average 193 yards passing. He had 289 yards against you, John.
How many passing yards did he have at halftime?
I don't know, John. Well, that was
you're the one that's supposedly Mr. Statistician.
I'm just saying because I'm glad that you said speaking facts, because the facts
we're speaking facts.
You haven't beat one top 10. You haven't beat one top 10 defense in the NFL. Ain't even happened. Good job on your win against the Raiders. Good job on your Raiders win, which is they're on their way to being the worst offense in the league. And good job on your Eagles, who's averaging
we'll look this up, and
303 yards per game.
Just prove it to you.
But hey,
since you don't want to answer the question,
but we could talk about the Chiefs' defense against the number 2 overall offense, which should be the story of this match. The number 2 overall offense in the NFL, they held to 18 yards in the fourth quarter in overtime. The number 1 rusher in the NFL, they held to 50-something yards. But, man, we want to talk about – guys, if you haven't seen, John thinks the Dallas defense is the best end defense in the NFL now. But the story, the number 5 facts that John wants to talk about facts, say otherwise. Because they played against 2 teams that are in the bottom half of the NFL in offensive rankings.
Well, let's break it down like this. Okay, let's go unit versus unit. Okay, and you guys know your teams better than anybody, so you're going to have to help me out with names and who all you got on that unit. But we're going Chiefs offensive line versus Dallas's defensive line. What are we favoring?
Dallas's defensive line all day.
Chiefs offensive line.
You're about to find out.
Okay. Let's go. Well, I guess the next.
He only had 120 in the second half, but.
That's almost as much as he had in the whole game before that.
160.
Oh my gosh.
Let's go.
Still pretty good. So you see his energy went down because he was thinking that he was going to have like 20 total yards.
Just like I said, the
120 yards in the second half.
It was less in the second half.
100, by 20-something yards. It wasn't a complete drop-off, John.
It definitely was.
No, it wasn't.
Let's go.
Speaking facts.
Yeah, I spoke facts.
The receiving core of the Chiefs versus the secondary of
Dallas. You take any receiving core in the NFL and you take them over Dallas' secondary. They're getting ripped apart.
Oh, I'm going to love this. Oh, goddamn. When he turns his freaking phone off Thursday.
Hey, now, here's the thing. I don't turn my phone off. I text during it. Even when the Chiefs lost against the Broncos.
Oh, trust me. You will turn your phone off.
I do not turn my phone off. But, John, here's the thing. If the Cowboys lose, I want John to bring his phone back next week when we do this and show how many messages he will left unanswered, and he'll have some of his. We were busy with family. We're busy with family, blah, blah, blah. Because Ben can contest. He still hasn't responded to Ben about when the Panthers beat the Dallas Cowboys. John likes to give it out, and he will. If the Cowboys are beating the Chiefs, he'll give it out, and I'll respond the whole time. I don't shy away from it.
The running game versus Dallas's linebackers.
Oh, man. Bad linebackers, bad running game kind of right now. But the Chiefs did open up the running game last week and fed Kareem Hunt, which I think needs to be our lead back the rest of the year. I think that's kind of a wash.
What do you think, John?
Overshown all day long. I'm taking the linebackers.
Man, dang. He said, so basically you're saying your defense is better than their offense.
That's what I just said.
But he thinks they're the best defense in the NFL.
I'm looking at 29th overall ranked yards against.
Oh, my God. That's awesome.
So let's go the other direction. Offensive line for Dallas versus Kansas City's defensive line.
Shit, that's a wash because depends on what Chiefs defense line shows up. If Chris Jones shows up like it did last week, then they can disrupt any offensive line. And then I know the Cowboys offensive line, John can't say otherwise. They have struggled at points in this year.
That's what Jalen Carter said. Jalen Carter said the same thing.
Oh my God, here we go. Like he's looking at one game, but he's against the Eagles. Defense has been kind of went downhill too. But speak facts, John. Dallas's offensive line has struggled this year at certain points, just like the Chiefs' defense line has struggled at certain points this year. I think that's a wash.
Our offensive line will be better this week because
because it's the Dallas Cowboys.
Guyton will not be on the field, so Nate Thomas will be out there at tackle, and he's better than Guyton is right now.
God's gift to football, the Dallas Cowboys on everything. John's going to pick the Cowboys on everything.
Dallas Cowboys run game versus the Chiefs linebackers.
Oh, it's Javonte Williams.
Well, since the Chiefs have only allowed 100-yard rusher to running back since 2023, and we saw Jonathan, how good Jonathan Taylor do? We're going to go Chiefs. We're going to go Chiefs run defense
over that. The Cowboys receiving core over the Chiefs secondary.
Why are you asking the question?
Strong point versus strong point. But I will say Dak will probably throw for a lot of yards, but the Chiefs will force to shut down the run game or whatever. And there'll be a lot of garbage time yards. So garbage time Dak's going to come out and probably throw for about 320, but they're going to be down by like 15 or whatever.
Shit.
You think?
I'm going to love it. I'm going to love it.
You think so?
Okay, so me and Ben just had a conversation with my cousin Matt, who's a big time Dallas fan, and he said one of the best things we have done is what, Matt or Ben? He said the garbage time Dak.
Garbage time Dak. All right, so what I'm hearing is John thinks all 6 aspects of the
game. It's the Dallas Cowboys. So remember that, folks. When he says that I am biased, if you're not learning anytime it comes to anything Dallas Cowboys, John thinks they're the best. He thinks they are better than the 85 Bears now because they made a trade for a linebacker that's not even getting on the freaking field. And there's a reason why the Cincinnati Bengals, who's one of the worst defenses in the league, said, "Get the hell on. We don't need you anymore." And then they got Quentin Williams, who's good job. You beat up on an offensive line that's hurt against the Eagles. They don't got Lane Johnson. They're missing another piece. I mean, but hey.
So what's going to be excused now that you're not going to have Trey Smith? Is it when we absolutely eat your lunch just like we did the Philadelphia Eagles? You're going to say the same thing?
Ain't going to happen because this ain't going to be the first game we didn't have Trey Smith. And what's that 5th-ranked offense?
You're fixing to find out, son. I'm telling you.
So, hey, congratulations on beating up and barely beating the Eagles, who's a bottom 10 offense in the league. And congratulations on getting pushed by the Raiders for a point. That's the bottom 3 offense in the league. But I'm glad that you think that defense is 85 Bears. But hey.
I'm so ready. I'm so ready for next week's episode when you have a list of excuses as to why the Chiefs lost.
Because if the Chiefs happen, I'm saying happen to beat the Cowboys, John will not freaking, and Ben can tell you the truth, John will not respond for about 3 freaking days. And then when he does, he's going to be all pissy and make it have some excuse about, I've been so busy, it's been rough days at work, blah, blah, blah. But if the Cowboys happen to beat the Chiefs, I'll be responding the whole time. John lets the Chiefs winning affect him just as much as he lets the Cowboys win.
The good news is they haven't been winning very much, so it hadn't affected me a whole
lot. More wins than the Cowboys, right? More wins than the Cowboys, right? Thank you.
I checked, they're both
definitely not undefeated in the division like you predicted.
Last I checked, they're both the 10 seed in their divisions, and
I am excited.
Last I checked, those Carolina Panthers are still ahead of you in the playoffs.
So excited to see this game. And what's odd about this is John must know something that we don't, because even Vegas is picking the Chiefs by 3.5.
Hey, who did they pick in the Eagles-Cowboys game? Oh, the Eagles.
I would assume the Eagles, but last week you went on a tirade that the Raiders
and said that the Raiders are favored, and that was never Never the case anywhere.
I
Ever.
never said anything about Vegas. I said the experts I was talking about, the ESPN analysts that never gave us a chance.
No
I'm
one picked the Raiders. No one picked the Raiders. I even went after we did that episode. I went back on my YouTube TV and went and watched Monday Night Countdown and stuff, and not one of them picked the Raiders to beat the Cowboys. Not one of them.
So here is an interesting number that we need to really harp on: 6-5, 5-5-1, but 3-1-1 at home for the Cowboys, 1-4 on the road for the Chiefs.
We finally won a close run over the Colts. We unlike John said, we showed the type of run defense we had. There's a reason why we've only gave up 200-yard rushers. One of them was Lamar, but we've only gave up one running back over 100 yards since 2023. I mean, Chris Jones last couple weeks got disruptive. Another thing that got going is Rasheed Rice got moving a little bit, and we ran the ball 30 times and kept it going. I mean,
The keys for the Chiefs to beat the Cowboys, Mosby. 3 keys.
3 keys: no turnovers, make Dak throw it a lot. Not a good recipe when you take the running game away, and run the ball. Run the
John,
ball.
3 keys for the Cowboys to beat the Chiefs.
I mean, we're going to absolutely the defensive line's going to have to, be pushing that offensive line back 2-3 yards every play. I mean, that's just all there is to it. You've got to disrupt the pocket. You got to get him moving. Because the one thing that I don't like for the Chiefs is a healthy Overshown out on the outside against anybody, and Ezeraku. So we're going to have to own the line of scrimmage on the defensive side of the ball, establish a run with Javonte Williams early, and get GP3 going early and often.
So you said you want to get Mahomes on the run and outside the pocket.
Did you not
Is that what you said?
hear what I added?
Is that what you said?
Did you hear what I added? I said
because
I don't.
if I'm not mistaken, if I'm not mistaken, the most dangerous mother effer outside that pocket is Patrick Mahomes.
You'll see why I say this.
I can't wait for this game. So, if we're doing score predictions for this game, John, what is your score prediction?
34-21 Dallas.
Dang. All right, Mosby, score prediction.
31-17 Dallas.
Seriously.
Sorry. 31-17 Kansas City. Complete dominance. Dallas's playoff hopes are done. Over. You know who else believes that? Stephen A. Smith has said Cowboys are done. I'm glad you enjoyed your little.
I don't know what happened to his mic there, but it got to win out.
Yeah, the mic didn't want to hear the bull crap coming out of his mouth neither.
Can you hear me now?
31-17 Kansas City.
Kansas City. Yep.
Yeah. All right.
What's your prediction?
Holy cow.
What's your prediction, Benjamin?
It's gonna be closer and all that. Y'all are crazy if you think it's gonna be a blowout either way. It's so unpredictable. Because the Cowboys look like they're improved. Chiefs played a really good game last week. Cowboys are kind of hit or miss on Thanksgiving games too, because sometimes they get blown out. Sears said 2015 Carolina Panthers coming to town. They're all blues, and we absolutely took them behind the woodshed. I remember that one.
And Patrick Mahomes' stats and record in domes are unbelievable, and he's coming home. He gets to come to Texas.
Yeah, your mic. You sound like you're talking in a tin can. But 3.5 Kansas City from Vegas. Man, I just don't know if either team's going to get the 30. To be honest with you, I think it's going to go kind of opposite what people are thinking. I'm going to say 27. Let's see here. Let me think, because I think Aubrey's going to kick some field goals here. Let's see. Uh, although we missed one last week, I couldn't believe it. Let's see here. 14, 2 touchdowns, 17, 20, 23. 27. No, I think Mahomes is going to lead a late drive to win it. So if he's going to do that, I'm going to say 27 to 25. I don't know how they're going to get the 5, but 27 to 25 Kansas City Chiefs. And it's going to be a drive at the end. Mahomes is going to drive down and he's going to rip the hearts out of the Cowboys fans chests.
Tracy, if that happens and you watch this, I apologize.
Yeah.
Take care of our boy. Take care of our boy, because we know he's going to be frustrated.
Yeah, so I'm gonna make this quick, guys, because it's not much to talk about. But we lost to the Niners. I expected that, and now we got arguably the best team in the NFL coming to town in the Los Angeles Rams. They already are a 10.5-point favorite. They're going to win. They're going to beat us. We're still a team that's trying to find. Just keep trying to improve. I saw one analyst said that we'll have a pretty good team next year. I agree with that. This year, I'm still rooting for 8 and 9. We got a tough schedule, so we'll see what happens. I think the Rams take care of business. They're so good. I'm gonna say 34 to 20. Los Angeles Rams. Let's get the guys back on here and get their predictions. Predictions.
34. You said 34-20.
34-20 Rams.
I'm gonna go
38-17.
I'm gonna go because I think the Panthers defense is better than we think. I'm gonna say 27-14 Rams.
Yeah, I think they kick care of business. I think, John, you've already talked a lot about the OSU Cowboys. What's your game this week?
Iowa State.
You got a prediction for us?
On that game,
it's going to be a tough one. I think we'll end up losing. I don't know. It'll probably be, if I were to guess, 34-17, probably 34-20.
Is this Matt Campbell's last game at Iowa State? Because he's kind of linked to Arkansas a little bit. And that just seems like a natural fit if he took that job.
Yeah, I think it's past time for him to go ahead and just make that jump, to be honest with you. Iowa State's a 14.5-point favorite. They're 7-4. They're coming to Stillwater. Are they going to be excited about the hire? Blah blah blah. I think Iowa State takes care of business. I think it'll be 31 to 17.
42-10 Iowa State.
42-10. Let's talk about the Sooners real quick. Oh, not John. What are you doing, John?
Get me out of here, huh?
Oh my God.
All right.
Go ahead.
It's win and you're in. I think the percentages are in our favor. We win and we're in a playoff. This is the type of team that Brent Venables has been building towards. I mean, the offense ain't been turning the ball over. They've been playing, I mean, not exciting ball, but they're getting the job done when they need to be. I mean, Satanga, we still kind of beat up on the offensive side, running backs, Keontae Lewis or whatever. So, just keep on playing defense, but you can't have a letdown. You win and you're in. I mean, I know 9-3, but I would have a bad taste in my mouth if we lost this game and ended up 9-3. Even though that's a great year to have. What we talked about, 93 would save Venables' job. I want to get this win, beat LSU. You revenge a lot of the games that you lost last year, and I think you win and you're in. You win and you're in. That defense is disgusting. It is so good. It is unbelievably good. I mean, you should get R. Mason Thomas back this week. I mean, I don't think Ness Meyer's playing, so I think you got an LSU team that's kind of reeling. So I think just in the beginning of the game, kind of what? What'd you say?
Van Buren's playing.
Oh, yeah. So I think this is a game kind of like the Missouri game. You will the storm in the beginning a little bit. They're going to come out with a little bit of emotion, but then I think you pull away later in the game. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if LSU and us are tied 7-7 halfway through the second quarter, but we end up winning like 24-7 or something like that.
We're 10.5-point favorite, 56 degrees on Saturday, 2:30. You're right. If we lose this game, my heart will be crushed because we went through a gauntlet here and won them all, and we should absolutely take care of business against LSU. And for obvious reasons, for me, I would absolutely love to beat LSU. I will be wearing all my OU stuff on Monday if that happens. And we should win. We should absolutely win this game. I'm going to say I think we take care of business. I do. I think we're going to win 31 to 14. I think we take care of business 31-14.
Another key. Another key that helps us if we win this and we set ourselves up pretty for the playoff is we get a pretty good break of getting people healthy.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's going to be 31-14. Yeah, I think we take care of it. I really do. I think this team is just the locker room's just amped right now. They're focused. Venables got them focused. I'm so happy for Venables because I really like the dude. I like the coach, and I think they're playing really well. I mean, when you could play 3 games in a row and lose the yardage battle and still feel pretty confident that you kind of controlled that game. I mean, that's a pretty good team. So, John, what do you think? Prediction?
38-20.
Yeah, I'm kind of on board there. I think they kind of take. I think they kind of went in and just put the nail in the coffin. Quick picks, real quick. Quick picks. Texas A&M.
Texas A&M.
A&M.
I want to say A&M. Texas just does not look good, do they? I'm gonna go A&M. Let's go Miami, Pittsburgh.
Miami.
Pittsburgh.
I'm gonna go Miami. Ohio State, Michigan.
Michigan.
I'm gonna go Ohio State. Oregon, Washington.
Oregon.
Oregon.
I think Oregon's got that one. Tennessee, Vanderbilt.
What? Vanderbilt.
Tennessee.
Vanderbilt. And I think that job opens up in Tennessee if that happens.
I think Tennessee wins that game. And last game to pick. Well, actually, let's pick this one. Ole Miss, Mississippi State.
Ole Miss.
Yeah, Ole
Mississippi
Miss.
State.
Ooh, upset because all the distractions.
All the distractions. I think
John,
so.
you know this one a little bit better. Arizona versus Arizona State.
Arizona.
ASU.
I'm going to go Arizona as well. It is at ASU. And last game to pick, the Iron Bowl, Alabama versus Auburn.
Alabama steamrolls.
I think Alabama takes care of business. Mosby, are you ready?
Yes.
Whoa.
I mean, that was an uglier version of me. Final thoughts, folks. Enjoy your break. Enjoy your time with your family. I know, like, Ben's on break right now. I'll work tomorrow and then I'll be off for a few days. I know my wife, same thing, work tomorrow and be off for a few days. I know a lot of people have a long holiday weekend. Take advantage of it. I mean, go do something. Go take the family out, go on a little mini trip, little mini vacation. Nothing big, but just enjoy the time you have because before you know it, kids are older, kids are out of the house. You never know. I mean, I know this is a little bit of a lull on my schedule because not this week, but start next week. We got wrestling tournaments and youth basketball every weekend until February. So it's going to be jam packed. So this is going to be one of the weekends that, me and my cousin might take my boys hunting, spend time with family. Just take advantage of the weekends, the free weekends you got. I know we live in exhausting lives and work and everything, school like that. But when you have the opportunity to have a free weekend where you can go do something, take advantage of it. Just go enjoy life. I mean, you can always rest later. Just go enjoy life because these weekends and this life, it just gets shorter and shorter the older we get. Just take advantage of it.
Yeah. So holiday season. It's family time. The one thing that we do as a family at this time, more so than any other time, is travel. So let's, not only enjoy the time that we spend with our family, but let's be safe. Let's make sure that we're getting from point A to point B, carefully. But um, yeah, let's just enjoy the time that we have. My work schedule is a little bit worse than others. I get one day off. That's Thursday. So I go back to work Friday and I'm off Sunday. But most people are going to have this week off, whatever. Like Mosby said, you want to spend some time with the family, not just your immediate family, the ones you see every day, but the friends and family that are traveling in, or whether you're going to their house. Cherish the moment, cherish the time that you have, because you just never know, when you're going to get to have that time again. Um, whether it's soon or never, but enjoy the time that you have. And listen, always remember, the Dallas Cowboys are beat the freaking Kansas City Chiefs. I can't believe this idiot. Cannot believe him. But again, enjoy time with the family and be safe.
I am so excited about. They did all the mushy stuff, so I'm gonna venture this direction. I am so excited about this football slate. I can't remember a better week holiday season of football games in college and NFL with the Chiefs and Cowboys, even the Lions. Aren't they playing the Packers? I'd have to double check that, but and then the Ravens that night playing the Bengals. I think they played the Bengals, don't they? Um, Great games, but then the very next day you have another NFL game. I think it's the Eagles play, and then Texas Tech or Texas A&M and Texas and all the way through Saturday. I mean, what a great slate of football. I mean, I've been one of the worst ones about not caring about college football as much. Been pretty vocal about that. If it wasn't OU, but I'm gonna tell you right now, and John's not gonna like hearing this, but it's absolutely made a difference being in the SEC and watching these games, like playing Ole Miss and Tennessee and Alabama every single week, and not having to play Iowa State and Kansas State and all these teams that are just it's just not the same level. I mean, just isn't. And it's just like playoff football every single game that we play. And it's really exciting, especially when your team's good. Now, when your team wasn't good last year, it wasn't very exciting, but great slate of football. And hey, make sure you're exercising after this Thanksgiving break here, because you will get big if you don't. Excuse me. Sorry. Wrong overlay. Excuse me. It's I'm so sorry. Excuse me. Sorry. Holy cow. Whoops.
Oh my gosh.
Will he make another appearance this week? Stay tuned. I'm sure we'll get some reaction
I mean, some could
videos.
make an argument. He made an appearance last week when the Eagles took the foot off the pedal and they're up 21 nothing.
He was lost his mind. Hey, just like I said at the beginning, like, subscribe, check us out, YouTube, Spotify, TikTok, Instagram,
What,
Facebook, all of
what,
us.
what, one more thing. I want to give a congratulations to John that got his first fantasy football win this week.
He
I
did. Congratulations.
did.
Only took him 12 weeks. Only took him 12 weeks and
John
finally
is
got his
1
first
in
win.
11.
Man, I'd score
Congratulations.
220 points and somebody'd score 240.
Congratulations.
1 in 11. That a boy. That a boy. I thought he was tanking for Jeremiah Love. That's what I thought. So anyway, hey guys, have a great holiday season here through Thanksgiving. We'll see you next week. And dang, he was already to get off. And we will see you next week. God bless.